All right, our apologies. Obviously, a problem with the signal here tonight, and so hopefully we've gotten the signal fixed. There's your score. A run scored on a throwing error back to the pitcher. The ball went overhead. All that you've missed is one run. There's runners on first and second. That ball is dribbled down the left field line, foul. And at the plate right now is the seventh batter in the inning, Darby Rooney. So we are, and again, my apologies for that. We just having a tough time picking up a signal here, so please forgive us. That'll be a ball, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 Bulldogs on top. A inside the park home run, I guess you could say, by Nadia English, either a triple in the air or an inside the park home run. Depends how it's scored. Led this off. That ball is fouled off. Hayley Turner, check that, Allie Turner would strike out. And the 3, 4, 5, and number 6 hitters have all reached. And I believe there's still just one out here as we were fooling around with the signal. So we'll keep you, that ball is strike 3 dropped. And you know what? Delayed stolen base there. So that is the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the senior, Sophia Valcourt. Can you see okay? So Valcourt's in. There's the situation. Runners at second and third. Pitch. That'll be a ball. Three nothing. Bulldogs on top. Runner second and third. 2 outs. That'll be a strike to Valcourt. Valcourt comes in batting .258 this year. She's got 5 RBIs. Actually, apologize. She's just a junior, not a senior, just a junior. So this is the most amount of runs, I'll tell you here after this pitch, that Viera has surrendered. That'll be strike 2. I believe they've only allowed 9 runs all year. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes. They surrendered 4 runs to Cocoa in an 8-4 win. So the most they've given up in a game this year are 4 runs. They've got 3 shutouts on the season as they come in at 8-0. They recently beat Heritage 23-2, and that'll move the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes to Valcourt, who plays first base for Coach Shepard. The full count offering with first base open. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled out of play. On deck is the number 9 hitter, which I believe is Hayley Turner. Valcourt. And she stays with it, battling Wagoner. Melbourne on top, 3-0 here. Bottom first. That'll be a ball 4. And the bases are juiced with 2 outs for the number 9 hitter, Hayley Turner. And Turner comes in batting .320 this season. She's got 5 RBIs, a left-handed stick. Turner, another one of those Fab Five freshmen, I call them. She's looking to slap it down the left field line to be a strike. 0-1. Valcourt at first. Kressler at second. Loveridge at third. Turner at the plate. Pitch. That ball is slapped up the middle. And that'll score 2 runs with 2 outs in the inning. And it's 5-0. Melbourne Bulldogs on top. And the Bulldogs are certainly playing like they are the 35th ranked team in the country. As we get back to the top of the lineup, 5-0. Outstanding piece of hitting by Turner. Here's the 0-1 to English. English, who led off with a home run or a triple and an error. We're going to get the official scoring on that. So a good piece of hitting up the middle. And that's essentially where they've been on Wagner tonight, is up that middle area. And English fouls that off. 10 batters to the plate, 5 runs on 5 hits for Melbourne. Hey, Carl. Pretty good. That'll be high and inside for a ball. Can you see me? No. And Turner, English down the right field line. Turner's already done her part. She's at second base. Nadia English started this with a round tripper and a 5-run first inning for, what's wrong? And there's a chopper to the shortstop, and she says he's out. That was 1 out. That's 1 run in, so it was just, I thought that was 2 outs. It was 2 outs. Okay, they confused me throwing the ball around. That's going to bring us to the end. Make sure I got the score right. I do indeed. The score is the Melbourne Bulldogs 5, the Viera Hawks 0. Hey everybody, Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. Welcome back here to the campus of Melbourne High School. You couldn't ask for a better start if you were a Bulldog fan. 5 runs on 6 hits. And I tell you what, it was the type of inning that you could just tell was pent up in the Melbourne Bulldogs. It's Viera's turn now to see if they can answer, as Jazzy Francic set them down in the first inning. She gave up a leadoff single, but then set them down in order. This is going to be the number 5 batter in the lineup, Jace Jackson, the left field junior. Jackson's got a really good stick. We'll give you her average. Frantic low for a ball. Jackson comes in batting .421. She's got 6 RBIs, 2 round trippers, 3 walks. She's got 8 hits and 19 official at-bats. That'll be a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now. There you see the scoreboard at the top of the screen. Frantic, freshman, took a little off that, kept it at the knees, and as a result, gets strike 2 on Jackson. We gave you Wagner's numbers, and as impressive as they are, so are Frantic's. Frantic comes in with a sub-1 ERA at a .39. She's 7-1 this season. That ball gets away from her, and even a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Excuse me, in 54 innings pitched this year, she's got 94 strikeouts. 94 strikeouts in 54 innings pitched. Jana Johnston, Ron Constantino, Porsche Daniels, Mike Moffitt, Russ Mitchell, Bonnie Spare, Monique Turner, all watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. And Frantic gets Jackson the swing and miss. And that's the first out here in the top of inning number 2. That's going to bring up the number 6 batter in the lineup, Skylar Wagner, the pitcher. She'll face her counterpart. Wagner, a left-handed pitcher, a left-handed bat. Wagner comes in batting .400 on the year. She's got 10 RBIs, 8 official hits, and 20 at-bats. Frantic, righty, lefty, outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The two combined, again, Wagner just a sophomore, Frantic a freshman. The two combined this year, how about this? How about 14? That ball is lined down the left field line. Fair, Wagner around first, and she'll head into second with a stand-up double. And Wagner with a 1-out double for the Viera Hawks. It's going to bring up the 7th batter, first baseman, junior Hayley Mix. Nice piece of hitting by Wagner. She didn't try to pull it, went with it, and found the line in for your prototypical line drive, down the line, stand-up double. Mix comes into the game. She's batting .142 this year, just 2 hits so far, so she's looking to break out of an early quarter season slump here. Not the exact ideal pitcher to do it against, but you know what? This is what builds confidence. If you can get a hit off of a pitcher like Frantic, then you're building confidence. On deck for the Hawks is Maddie Ford, the sophomore catcher. Here's the pitch from Frantic, swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 0-2 to Mix. Frantic fires, popped out of play. I like the approach. A lot of times when you're not off to the type of start during a season that you're accustomed to as a player, you tend to get up there a little bit sheepishly against a young lady that can throw the ball like Jazzy Frantic can. But you look at Hayley Mix, and she's coming in there swinging the bat, and that's the only way you're going to break out. So kudos to Hayley for doing this the right way. Here's the pitch. That ball is popped straight up and out of play. That'll go off of Caleb's windshield. Or off the Bulldog. Only one Brevard County team has ever won a state championship in softball. One. Here is the trivia question for the night. Who was it? And when did they do it? Outside. Good eye there by Mix. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Might even give away a prize. How about a Super Bowl program? I got a Super Bowl program. The first correct answer to our second inning trivia question wins a Super Bowl program tonight. The only Brevard County team to ever win a softball state championship. Fouled away. Hayley Mix. Hayley Mix battling here. Runner at second. 1 out. Hawks need to answer a 5-run first. There you go, Mike. You can't play, Mike. You're not allowed to play, Mike. You've ruined it for everybody else, Mike. But Mike Moffitt is correct. I'll think of another question. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Frantic gets her. I'll think of another question before the night's out. Mike Moffitt's only, he only services every school in the area just about.
You asked a 2-part question, though. You said who and when.
I did. It was who and when.
So if Mike doesn't spoil.
Mike, I can't believe Mike did that. Swing and a miss. And Frantic is in a rhythm now. You have to go back to the last batter and Hayley Mix. And Hayley, as a freshman pitcher, she threw her 8 pitches, 7 of them were strikes. There you go, Cheryl Dean. Is that who is that? Cheryl Dean. Galley with Alex Powers. That is correct. Now, if you could tell me what year, Cheryl, I'll send you. Who else said? Oh, wait a minute. Was there somebody else that said? Oh, poor Staniels. Poor Staniels was correct. The year is wrong. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Jazzy Frantic and the Melbourne Bulldogs are absolutely rolling right now. We head to the bottom of the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 5-0 Melbourne. So Allie Turner will step in. All right, here's the deal with O'Galley. So the FHSAA kept stats on this back to 1988. But if you actually do the research on this, right, what you're going to find is that they are also listed as a state champion in softball in 1989 as well. O'Galley captures state title. Commodores make 3-run first, stand up. It's an article by Mike Zizzo of the Sun Sentinel staff. They beat Merrill Park, 3-1 victory, or Cardinal Newman in the Class 3A championship, the Florida High School softball tournament. Allie Turner will look at strike 2. So, but according to the FHSAA and their official stat keeping, what year did O'Galley win at Bolt? It is hit foul. The state championship. It was a 4A title. I've got a brand new Porsche. Says, no, it's a good try, Porsche. Cheryl, you're close. Whichever one of you hits that, that's a dribbler foul. Whichever one of you gets that year, gets that Super Bowl program. It's a brand new Super Bowl program, too. Got it right over from the Super Bowl. Pitch. Oh, Turner drives this one over the center fielder's head. That's at least a triple. Turner on her way to third, and she's going to be held up by Coach Jeff Shepard. A lead-off triple.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 11,
Jazzy Francic steps in. Cheryl Dean of the year is 2011. That is correct. A 4A title in 2011 for the O'Galley Commodores. That's a nice bunt, and it will. Oh, they said she was out. Wow. Looked like she got under the tag, but I'm all the way over here, so Jeff Shepard is livid about it, and I don't blame him on that one. Clearly looked like she got under the tag to me on that, and I'm watching the replay here. Yeah, she did. I'm watching the replay. That's all right. Look, these guys do an outstanding job. They do a terrific job. But I'm talking about the umpires. They can't get them right all the time, but that one clearly, when you watch the replay on it, and I don't have that capability to show you the replay, but she got under that tag. 2011. Cheryl, if you would, please send us a Facebook message and where we can send your Super Bowl program. High for a ball down to first. A lot of times, too, when you're trailing in a game like this and you're down 5-0, it's a play like that on the defensive side of the inning that can really boost, really get your team back into a game again. Because right now, Jazzy Francic's in a groove for Melbourne, and Melbourne's not going to cover off the ball. Play over to third, throws, got her. Nice play by the third baseman for the Viera Hawks, Morgan Mortis, and that'll be the second out here in the inning. Two outs. That'll bring up Nevaeh Loveridge. This is where we ran into signal trouble last inning when Nevaeh Loveridge was up. Wagoner's pitch is a strike. So Wagoner has settled down a little bit as well this inning. Now, Allie Turner got a hold of one, but Allie Turner, I'll tell you something. Melbourne's got some bats. High for a ball. Loveridge coming in batting .357. She has an RBI in this one. She now has 13 tied for the team lead. Wagoner, left-handed offering to the right-handed swinger. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 5-0 Bulldogs on top here. Bottom two. If you're just joining us, all 5 runs came. High for ball 3. That'll move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. All 5 runs came in in the bottom of the first inning when Melbourne sent 10 batters to the plate. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the top of the third with the Melbourne Bulldogs on top, 5-0. All righty, welcome back here to the campus of Melbourne High School where the Bulldogs lead it 5-0 here on the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown with you as we go to the top of the third inning. And Jazzy Francic is cruising, and I mean cruising along, holding a team ranked 34th in the country to just 2 hits. She's got 5 strikeouts in this one already. And that ball is hit up the middle and a leadoff base hit. And again, nice piece of hitting there by Amaya Pitt, the second baseman. And Hayley Ryder, that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Ryder, her first time up, she doubled. This is the 2 out of the 3 innings Viera has had the leadoff runner aboard. Little bunt down the third base line. Foul. Ryder came into the game batting .333 with 2 RBIs on the season. She got 7 hits now, so she would move her average up to about 352, 353. Oh, and 1 to Ryder. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And you see the Viera Hawks bench. Joe Breeden, the first base coach. Alex Breeden, the third base coach and manager. Alex has had just an outstanding softball career. She was a part of the swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Alex was a part of the second freshman class ever at Viera. Had an outstanding career at Viera, where she would then go on to have an outstanding college career at the University of South Alabama. And she would eventually find her way back home here. This is her 4th year with Viera. She's done an outstanding job, 61-11 in 4 years. First pitch offering to Sylvia Burrows is high. That's not Burrows. Who is that? Yeah, it is Sylvia Burrows. Swing and a miss. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Skylar Wagoner. My bad. Cheryl says, thank you and hello to Caleb. Yep, we went over there to the Super Bowl, bought, 4 or 5 of those things? Nice scoop there by Sophia Valcourt for the sole purpose of giving 3 of them away. And that's the first one we've given away. If you're not a Bucs fan, it makes a great gift. If you are, it makes a great souvenir. That ball is hit to the third baseman, Turner. Turner over back to first, and not in time for the double play, but the 6-4 putout from, or 5-4 putout, I should say, 5-4 from Allie Turner to Nadia English. Good turn by English to Valcourt. Just Burrows beat it out, but that's getting the lead runner, and that's good for 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Anna Brait. We're talking about Melbourne. That ball is this is the young lady that almost killed us last time. Talking about Melbourne, you see the outstanding fielding there, knowing where to go with the ball. As a team this season, Melbourne is only fielding at a 9.56 clip. That's pretty good, folks. 250 total chances, 191 putouts. They've only made 11 errors all year, and they've turned 4 double plays. Frantic, 1 strike offering, make it 2 strikes now. Now you look for the changeup. I'd like to welcome in Michael Torres watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. Michael, if you're still watching, got a call this morning from the team you're playing in Georgia this weekend, wanting to know if we could make the trip up. When the young man explained to me, I asked him where the town was located, and he says, well, do you know where Valdosta is? And I said, sure, I've been to Valdosta plenty of times to cover Florida Tech sports. And he said, okay, great. He goes, well, we're 2 counties past Valdosta. And I thought, oh, so about, 5 hours? And, yeah. Pitch. And she's hanging in there. She is the third batter, Anna Brait. Well, that's what he said. He's like, I was like, oh, my ears perked up because I was like, well, you know what? That's not a bad trip. Maybe I'll reach out to Mike and we'll make the drive. And then when he said, then you go through the next county and then the county after that, and I was like, he goes, it's only 2 counties past Valdosta. That ball is skied in the right field foul. She's on it. I'm going to tell you what, Jassie's got to be careful here. And she is on her fastball right now. Frantic, still with 2 strikes on Brait. The 0-2. She did indeed take a little bit off of that one, and Brait wasn't biting, and so that'll move the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Two counties past Valdosta. Might as well catch a plane. Oh, yeah, we're in Atlanta. Oh, all right. I'll be right there. Low and away. Hey, we've traveled further to cover more. Or cover not as much, I should say. So, Valcourt and Turner protecting the lines. Outfield deep as you can get. Brait, that ball is fouled out of play, and the count will remain at a ball and 2 strikes. Actually, the umpire says 2 balls, 2 strikes, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild here in the top of the third. Runner at first. 5-0 Bulldogs on top. Frantic looking to get out of the inning. Outside. That'll move the count. Full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And with 2 outs, look for the runner to be moving here once the ball hits the glove. I believe it has to get into the batter's box area. I think that's how it works. Swing and a miss, and Francic wins the battle with Brait, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs still on top, 5-0. And Kelsey Kressler will lead it off for the Bulldogs, who are looking to upend the 34th ranked team in the country on the softball side of the equation in the Viera Hawks. And Kressler will step in. She's 1 for 1 in this one. And Wagoner will remain in the circle. Here's the first pitch offering. That'll be low and inside for a ball. 1-0. The infield is half in the sun, half in the shade. It can create a problem. That ball is looped into left field. It's going to drop. That's a base hit for Kelsey Kressler, and Kressler will take second on the bobble by the left fielder. So a leadoff single with an error, and it's we got a pinch runner for Kressler? No. Nope, that's not a pinch runner. All right. Squares the bunt. It's popped up. That ball's going to drop, but foul. I tell you what, that was a lucky turn of events there for the first baseman, because that ball got over her head and just did one of those crazy bounces. This is Rooney up. Rooney also 1 for 1. I'd like to welcome in Miss Benita Holland watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. Miss Holland, I hope you had an outstanding spring break.
When you're retired, is it every week spring break?
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm sure even being retired, they still look at it, retired administrators, coaches, still look at that week as, we do.
You're right.
Even when you have kids and things, you still call it spring break, I guess. But it's always good to see Miss Holland on. Only one of the greatest athletic directors the county's ever seen.
You want to talk about a patient lady?
Caleb says, you want to talk about a patient lady? Miss Holland, I don't know. That ball is fouled out of play. I don't know the patience. I know the patience I have to have with Caleb now. I can't imagine what you went through.
Well, not necessarily me, but
Right.
I can speak as an alumni. You need patience at Rockridge.
I'm kidding you, bud. You're easy as pie. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. The runner at second is Kelsey Kressler, the batter at the plate. is Darby Rooney, the senior. This is a roster that flipped from 5 seniors last year to five outstanding. See, that ball is hit, and this could be trouble. Nope. Second baseman is there to haul it in for the first out of the inning. Amaya Pitt with the catch. Sophia Valcourt will step in, and, you know, what was I talking about? Getting old, man. Can't even remember what I was talking about there. All right, Wagoner, Valcourt. Here's the pitch. Valcourt with a chopper foul. Coming up tomorrow night right here on the Brevard Sports Network. We stay with the Viera Hawks tomorrow night, not the softball team. We'll move over to the lovely campus, and we'll bring you a doubleheader of lacrosse action tomorrow night. The girls at 5:30, the boys shortly thereafter as Valcourt squares to bunt.
The girls take on South Fork.
The girls will be playing South Fork.
The boys take on the Lake Brantley Patriots.
And the boys will take on the Lake Brantley Patriots tomorrow night. You'll see both of those games right here on BSN. Here's the pitch. Valcourt turns to bunt. That's now takes her to 2 strikes. 5-0 Melbourne on top. So does, after toppling, if Melbourne can hold on to this lead, obviously I know the answer to this question, but does this move Melbourne? We're going to look at where Melbourne's ranked nationally here in a minute. High for a ball. I believe that'll move the count. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scoreboard's broken, by the way. We thought we had the fix for it until we lost our signal. Pitch. Valcourt gets a piece, stays alive. Bulldogs looking to snap a 5-game losing streak to Viera tonight. The last time Melbourne picked up a win over Viera, April 27th, 2017. That was a 3-1 win. In fact, the Hawks have won 7 of 8 from the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball, and that'll move the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. But you look at Melbourne, they've beaten Cocoa. They've lost to Lake Brantley, who's the 5th-ranked team in the state. They beat Titusville, Satellite, Heritage, Palm Bay, Astronaut, and that'll be ball 4. Astronaut, and they lost to Haggerty 2-0. Haggerty's the 71st-ranked team in the state. They beat Cocoa Beach 17-1 again. They beat O'Galley, which we were there for, and Merritt Island. So if they can topple Viera, who's 8-0 and a 34th-ranked team in the country, 7th-ranked team in the state, 2nd-ranked team in 6A, where does that put them? That's what I was talking about. And looking for another slap hit down the left field line is Hayley Turner. Turner, the last time she was up, drove in a couple. Wagoner throwing a lot of pitches, and that'll be a foul ball. Melbourne comes into this ranked 226th nationally. They're 53rd in Florida and 13th in 6A. Viera, one more time, 34, 7, and 2, respectively. So, obviously, some things will change if the Bulldogs can hold on to this. Change up and a Butte Clark from Wagoner. And that'll be strike 2. Hayley Turner. Another off-speed pitch. For those of you joining us for the first time and want to know who Clark is, it is my reference. I always try to get one Christmas Vacation reference in every broadcast. That's my cousin Eddie. And Turner slaps that one foul. And will remain 2 strikes. Bottom 3, 5-0 Bulldogs on top here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hayley Turner. Wagner winds, kicks, fires. Strike 3. And that'll be the second out in the inning. That's going to bring up Nadia English. English has been on base both times she's been up tonight. No, she got out last time, didn't she? To end the inning. Yep. So this is her third at-bat. But she does have a home run or a triple, depending upon how you're scoring in this one. And first pitch swinging foul. She's an aggressive batter. And if you throw her anything to hit, English comes in. Talking about an impressive numbers. 528 batting average was only going up. That would be her second home run of the year, her 11th RBI. And let's see here if I have. That ball's fouled out of play. And her OBP, on base percentage, 614. Her slugging percentage is a 777. And her OPS, which is a combination of the two, is a 1.392. So English in the hole, 0-2. Runners at first and second with 2 out here. Bottom third, 5-0 Melbourne pitch. And that's a dribbler to the shortstop, up and over to first, and in time to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We head to the top of 4, 5-0 Melbourne on top.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
All right, we get set to head to the top of the 4th inning here. 5-0 Bulldogs on top. Morgan Mortis steps in. Mortis, the third baseman, comes in batting .579. Struck out her first time up. Jazzy, that ball is hit, skied into left field. Tough play, and I'm going to tell you why it's a tough play, because that ball comes out of the sun and into the shade, and it's made by Hayley Turner for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out, top 4. That reminds me of old Anaheim Stadium. Now, they still use, when I say old Anaheim, I mean before they did the Disney remodel on it. Stepping in now, and I'll tell you, used to pitch is Jace Jackson. But old Anaheim, the way it was that if there was a twilight doubleheader or an afternoon game, the pitcher would be pitching, All-Star game too one time, the pitcher would be pitching from the sun into the shade. the hitters stood no chance. And that was back in the day when Nolan Ryan was throwing them. Remember that? And when you would come from the sun to the shade with Nolan Ryan throwing 101, yeah, you were out. Yeah, inside, right, you were out. Pitch, low and outside for a ball. Somebody is going to break out here for Viera. They're too good of a team at the dish not to. Maybe it'll be Jace. Here's pitch. That's a check swing strike. Jace comes in batting .421. She's got 2 dingers on the season. Jazzy Frantic winds, fires. That ball gets away from the catcher and hits the backstop. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man, I can't believe you still got this after what happened. Frantic, 2-2. Nice job by Jace to stay alive. These hitters tonight from both teams doing an excellent job, Caleb, of battling at the plate to extend counts and force these pitchers to have to maybe throw 2-3 more pitches at an at-bat than they would want to. What was that? Yeah, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Skylar Wagoner will step in, the sophomore pitcher. So Wagoner's going to need to help herself here with 2 outs in the 4th because right now Viera cannot get anything going against Jazzy Frantic. Stay tuned. Coming up a little bit later on tonight on the Brevard Sports Network, our interviews with our Beachway Volleyball Club players of the game. Speaking of club volleyball, how about the job that Cape Coast did yesterday? Cape Coast Volleyball Club did yesterday. They went over and played in a Grand Prix AAU tournament. Of the 6 teams they sent over, 4 of them cashed in on gold medals. The other 2, a bronze and a silver. Pitch from Frantic. I'll tell you what, with as hard as she throws, that is almost like punishment to a batter to throw a changeup like that. She won't tell me exactly how she throws that pitch because it's got a little bit of a spin on it. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't tell me either. Inside, and right now the Viera hitters are just confused at the plate. But this is a good ball club, so got to stay. Can't take it for granted. 5 runs is nothing to this team. Pitch, and that ball is fouled out of play. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the same changeup Frantic just threw 2 pitches ago, and that time Wagoner was able to get a piece. So you can't, again, you can't take anything. Keep your eye on mine. That ball is hit and foul. I'll tell you what, and again, that just goes right to the point of what I was just talking about. That's the same changeup again, and that time, a pitch later, she lines it down the right field line, albeit foul, but now she's got the rhythm on it. So Frantic may want to come back with a fastball, maybe chest high and try to blow one by her here. Frantic rocks, kicks, And out of play. I'd like to welcome in John Turner. John, hope you had an opportunity to see Allie's crushing triple over the center fielder's head a little earlier here. Frantic looking to finish off the inning here. 2 strikes to her counterpart, Wagner, low and outside. And with no scoreboard, waiting for the umpire to hold up the hands. He does. He says it is 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. What's that called, Caleb? Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I don't even know what you were thinking of also calling it. That ball hit into, or Nadia English. Nadia English with an outstanding defensive play, but Wagner beats it out. That's a great piece of hitting by Wagner. And Francis kept coming with the off speed, and she eventually gets aboard with it. And so we're going to get a pinch runner. It's going to be Caden Ennin. Good play by Nadia English, but that's going to bring up Haley Mix, the first baseman, the junior. Pop straight up. I don't think it's playable. Not much foul territory here. Out of play. Strike 1. Monique, there you go. Okay. Yeah, she crushed it. Change up. Strike 2. We'll give us an update, Miss Monique, on the Little League game. Let us know who's winning that one. Be doing some Little League baseball coming up soon enough here, won't we? We're going to run out of high school here in about another 2 months. Nothing and 2. Runner at first. 2 outs. Top 4. Frantic. Strike. Nope. Oof. Wow. It's all right. Good waist pitch. Good waist pitch. Out the knees, just off the plate. That'll move the count to a ball and 2 strikes. That's a shot to the second baseman, English. Nadia English just flawlessly up and over to first to end the inning. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of 4. Melbourne firmly in control of this one, 5-0. Speaking of Turner, here she is, Allie Turner, to lead off the bottom of inning number 4. And that'll be low and outside for a ball to Turner, who doubled over the center fielder's head her last time up. Struck out swinging the first time, so she's 1 for 2. Pitch. Fouled off. Allie came into the game today batting .379. We're talking about OBPs, OPSs, and all of that. She's pretty good in her own right there with all of those numbers. Given to you after this pitch. She timed the last one nicely, and that's a chopper foul down the first base line. First of all, the way she fields her position is incredible. She's got 1,000 fielding percentage. She's not committed an error at third base this year. Allie is not 21 total chances. She's got 10 putouts and 11 assists, okay? So she's not committed an error. That's the important part. That's definitely fielding your position. And that's a shot to the first baseman who snags it and steps on first for the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning. But our OPS, just real quick, just before we get to Jazzy Frantic coming up, Turner was 571 OBP, 827 slugging, and a 1.399. That leads the team, the 1.399. Jazzy Frantic, the pitcher, and that ball is lined foul. Caleb, I'm telling you, man, they're hitting them this way, buddy. I'd like to welcome in Saucy Wilcox, Rachel McDougall, Alejandrina Baez, Vanya Yogurtst. That'll be a ball. Of course, Monique Turner, Francis Mendez, John Turner, Tara Gaines, Sebastian Aravina, Antoine Young, Patricia Rivera, all watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. The 1-0 or 1-1 high, ball two balls and a strike. Took us a little while to get started here tonight. I'll tell you, man, it was a rough start for us here. We lost the signal. I couldn't get on track. I don't know, maybe it was the week layoff. Here's the pitch. And you can hear the umpire yell strike from here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Frantic. Hawks looking to snap, or the Bulldogs looking to snap. Foul straight back. Hawks looking to, or Bulldogs looking to snap a 5-game losing streak to the Viera Hawks here tonight. And swing and a miss, outstanding pitch. And that fired up Skylar Wagoner a little bit as she gets Jazzy Frantic with a little taste of her own medicine there on the changeup. And that'll be the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up number 8, Alicia Thompson, the catcher. Thompson she's just, I mean, I love Thompson to me is like old school softball, baseball. She rolls up the sleeves, just getting up there, swinging the stick. She'll knock your head off. I like that. I don't mean the violent part of it. I mean, that's the way she approaches the ball. High. Two balls, or 1 ball, 1 strike. Wagoner. And that's fouled out, so that'll move the count to a ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up tomorrow night, doubleheader in lacrosse. Boys will play at 7:30 against Lake Brantley, and the girls play at 5:30 against South Fork. Pitch. And there's a shot into left field for a base hit. And Thompson is aboard with a 2-out base hit. And that's going to bring up Nevaeh Loveridge. And she's going to have a pinch runner because she's the catcher, and she'll need to get the equipment on. And that'll bring in number 4 for Melbourne. It's Camden Hurd as the pinch runner. So Loveridge will step in. Loveridge is 2-for-3 tonight. Wagoner. Loveridge swings over the top. 0-1. High for a ball. In case you're wondering why we're having a guess at the counts tonight, well, there's a pretty good indication. The scoreboard is broken. So Loveridge low for a ball. As the sun has gone down, there is a chill in the air. I see Caleb, Florida boy, reaching for his hoodie. Pitch, high and tight. That'll move it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Little meeting of the minds in the circle. Caleb. So Maddie Ford and Skylar Wagoner got it figured out. Nevaeh Loveridge, 2 balls and 1 strike to Loveridge. The runner at first is Hurd, running swing and a miss on the foul tip. Strike 2. 2-2. 2 outs. Wines kicks high and, well, it was 3-2 apparently. All right, that's what I mean. So you can't always get them. So that'll be a walk. And with 2 outs here, the Melbourne Bulldogs have a little something going as Kelsey Kressler steps in, the shortstop. So a base hit could possibly drive in another run here for Kressler. Wagoner getting up there in pitches. The southpaw rocks, fires high or no, right down Babcock Street for strike 1. Pitch. There's a chopper back to Wagoner. Nice job. Again, always good when a pitcher can field the position, and Wagoner does it there to bail herself out of a little mini jam here in the bottom of the 4th. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We head to the top of the 5th. 5-0 Melbourne on top. All right, Alyssa Blood's at the plate. Here to start the top of the fifth. 5-0. Bulldogs on top. She's already got a couple of pitches. Apologize for being a little late back to the mic. Here's the pitch from Francis. Swing and a miss by Blood. Blood, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barks out the home plate umpire, Mr. Leo. Pitch. Straight up. And there to squeeze it, even with the backspin, is the catcher. We were just talking about her, Alicia Thompson. Quickly off with the mask, quickly up with the mitt. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Amaya Pitt. The infield alignment is you've got Valcourt and Turner in. Kressler and English kind of deep. And the outfield pretty much straight away. 5-0 Bulldogs. All 5 runs coming in the top of the first inning. Pitch. Fouled back. Strike 1. So they made some JV call-ups. JV season over already? Coming up Wednesday here on the Brevard Sports Network is what, Caleb? Rockledge softball. Rockledge and O'Galley. Swing and a miss at O'Galley. That'll be a good one. And then coming up Thursday will be nothing here on Brevard Sports Network. Coming up Friday, doubleheader action for you. Boys lacrosse and baseball. Merritt Island and O'Galley in baseball, and Viera and Cocoa Beach in boys lacrosse. Frantic with the 2-strike offering. Change up high for a ball. First base umpire says, nope, she didn't swing. Two balls, 2 strikes. Frantic, the 2-2 offering. And that's a little floater to English. No panic. Up and over to first for the second out of the inning. 1, 2, and 3. I tell you, it's the mark of a good pitcher when you allow your fielders to make plays behind you. Even though Frantic came in here with a 2-1 strikeout ratio, she's not afraid to let a .956 fielding percentage team behind her field the ball, and it pays dividends for a young pitcher. Frantic popped out of play. The batter, I believe that's Jaden Gentili. So Jaden Gentili. Waiting on some softballs as the move is made to bring in Gentili. I would guess, and maybe Carl knows. Carl's that Jim's daughter? Jim Gentili, of course, the wrestling coach at Viera, Hall of Famer. Jim Gentili, her dad, was one of the greatest linebackers ever to play at Boston College. Do you know that? Or no, was it Boston College or was it Army? Where did he go? I know he's in the Space Coast Sports Hall of Fame because I did his profile. Maybe his greatest game, Army. I went to Army. I apologize, Jim. One of his greatest games ever, I think, was against Boston College. But Jim Gentile is just an outstanding guy. Love talking to Jim. Great family. Francic to Gentile. And that's a little dribble to first baseman. Turner up and throws her out. Turner keeps that 1,000 fielding percentage going on the season with an outstanding play that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Obviously, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 5. Bulldogs on top, 5-0. And leading it off for the Hawks, or for the Bulldogs, I should say, Darby Rooney steps in. Rooney and her Bulldogs on top, 5-0, still in the circle. Skylar Wagon, or no, actually, we got a new pitcher. We'll tell you who she is. No, it's still Skylar Wagner. And Rooney leads off with a single, and that'll bring up Sophia Valcourt. So I apologize, it is Skylar Wagner still in. Valcourt. Nice bunt by Sophia. Sacrifice. Gives herself up down to second base. Goes Darby Rooney. So 1 out, but a runner in scoring position now for Hayley Turner. What? Oh, they called it foul?
Number 5, Hayley Turner.
Oh, the batter stepped backwards, so it's a fair ball. Oh, yep, that's right. The runner's got to come back, too. Thank you for that. No. How the heck would you have known? Apologize for that. Caleb's always apologizing. There's no way you would have known that. You don't know the rule, right? Little slip of the tongue there with that HE double hockey stick. My apologies. Fouled back. Hayley Turner. No, I'm talking about that's an honest mistake. Swing and a miss by Turner. Hayley Turner, and that'll be strike 2. I guess there are worse things I could have slipped out of my mouth. Right, you know. Swing and a miss, strike 3, but the ball, first base is occupied, so Turner will be out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Nadia English steps in. English has had quite a night tonight, both in the field and at the dish. She led this thing off with a home run. Is that what the official score was on it? That's what I thought too, but yeah, I'm sure they did too. But I thought a triple in an error myself, but still a good way to start the game off. She put it in the gap. I'm not in the shot, am I?
Nope.
Okay. English is an aggressive batter at the plate. We talked about it the last time she was up. On deck is Allie Turner. Wagner shot to the shortstop, bobbled, and everybody will be safe. That'll be an E6. And Nadia English is on, and that's going to bring up Allie Turner, who with one swing of that bat could easily make this an 8-0 game.
This timeout is brought to you by First Baptist in the Atlantic.
And a meeting of the minds at the pitcher's circle. So Allie Turner steps in. This is going to be a good one here. A big out here for Viera could propel them, or a big hit could end it. Oh, and it'll hit Turner, and she is not happy about it, and I don't blame her. Turner will take first base, and that's going to bring up Jazzy Francic now with the bases juiced. Turner wanted a shot to swing the stick. And here comes manager Alex Breeden. And she's you can kind of see her a little bit inside the mask there talking. Can't tell, obviously, but she's kind of letting her know you got a little bit better control here, who we are. How many outs?
None.
Nobody out. No, Valcourt's out. One out. No, it's 2 outs. 2 outs. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my score sheet. 2 outs. 2 outs for Jazzy Francic. Bases loaded. Wagner trying to get out of this jam here. That'll be a strike right down Babcock Street, and it's 0-1 to Francic. 5-0. Francic also capable of making this game out of reach with one swing of the bat. That's going to be strike 2, and whatever Coach Alex Breeden said to her sophomore pitcher worked, because that one probably about one of the better pitches of the night from Wagner, Skylar Wagner. Low for a ball. Good waste pitch to Jazzy, and that'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Skylar Wagner gets out of it, leaves the bases loaded. We head to the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left. 5-0 Bulldogs on top.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
I'd like to thank 23-time tag team champion Mr. Devon Dudley of the Dudley Boys for that bring back. And we head to the top of inning number 6. And Jazzy Frantic has been in control from pitch 1 to the start of the top of this inning here. It's 5-0 Melbourne. She's had some outstanding fielding behind her. Allie Turner and Nadia English have done just a spectacular job. And, of course, her battery mate behind the plate tonight, Alicia Thompson, with a good job as well. We get set to head to the top of the 6th inning. And the Hawks desperately, desperately need some runs on the board. The 34th ranked team in the country. Seventh in the state, second in 6A. Pitch, swing, and a miss to Sylvia Burrows. Burrows is their top hitter. She came in batting a little over 650, but has not had the type of night tonight against Frantic she had hoped for. Viera's just got to generate some base runners and then start making some things happen. The pitch, high for a ball. Joe Breeden on first, Alex Breeden on third. Coaches, Frantic, straight up. This has got a shot to be played. Ooh, that's a tough play for Alicia Thompson. I mean, that ball skimmed right down the fence. Didn't touch it. Could have been played, but a tough play nonetheless. I'd like to welcome in John Natick, Michelle Salazar, Madison Navarro, and Damari Bowens, all watching here tonight on the Brevard Sports Network. BSN, your premier youth prep and college sports carrier here in Brevard County. Frantic with the pitch. That'll be high for a ball. And the count moves to, looks like 3-2, full. Again, the scoreboard is broken. Lights are on. And the Bulldogs looking to upend for the first time this year the Viera Hawks. Frantic with the full count. Winds, kicks, fires, changeup. And Burrows with a nice job to stay alive and foul it off. 3-2. All 5 runs for the Bulldogs coming in inning number 1. Frantic, Burrows one more time. Change up again. Burrows again on it, but just enough to foul it away. And we're out of softballs. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Where?
It just gave me the
20?
Yeah.
All right, between innings.
Hook it up. Got it.
I have to get the official tally to see how many strikeouts. That's what I'm going to do between innings. So you'll see. You may not hear the start of the bottom of the 6th, but I'm going to update my numbers. And that'll be strike 3. Frantic wins the battle. 1 out.
Next up, Viera. Number 28,
Anna Brait steps in. Got to be careful here with Brait. I mean us. She almost killed us in the first inning. Pitch. Strike one to Brait. One out. Top 6, 5-0 Melbourne on top. That ball is fouled out of play, and you can slice that any way you want, but that just makes it 0-2. She's on it, but a lot of foul balls tonight off of Viera bats. They're on Frantic. I mean, Frantic's not making them look silly, but they're just missing pitches, and it's cost them. 0-2 to Brait from Frantic. Change up, strike 3. And Thompson will step out and easily pick up the drop third strike and throw out the runner for the second out of the inning and the second strikeout. Third baseman senior Morgan Mortis will step in. Mortis, like a lot of Hawks tonight, have fallen victim to Jazzy Frantic's changeup and fastball. 2 outs here, top 6. Hawks trail by 5. Fouled out of play, and again, there's another example. Just missing the pitch. You're just missing the pitch. Inside, high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Porsche Daniel says, let's go, Mo. That ball is hit into left field. The left fielder got a late jump on it, but Hayley Turner tracks it down for the third and final out in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0 Melbourne. Find out how many strikeouts Jazzy Frantic has. She's got 10 of them. 10 strikeouts on the night for Jazzy. As we start the bottom of the 6th inning. And this is the catcher, Alicia Thompson. 5-0 for the Bulldogs. Pitch. And that's fouled out of play and nearly hit the light tower. it could have shattered it without affecting us, so I'm okay with it. I still wouldn't want to take the chance. I mean, I still can't believe we got out of the way of that line drive in the first inning. You didn't even know it was coming. That ball is looped into right field, but the right fielder comes in to make the catch. Outstanding track there, and that's a lot harder than it looked there by Jaden Gentile for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Nevaeh Loveridge. I'd like to welcome in Lynn Volpe watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. Wagner's first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. High for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike two. So Jazzy Frantic heading into the top of the seventh inning so far this year, and these numbers are up to date. 60 innings pitched, 104 strikeouts. He's allowed 3 hits tonight. 22 hits. That'll be strike 3. That's a beaut right there, Clark, as that one drops in from Wagner. Skylar Wagner has done a pretty good job tonight, too, aside from that first inning. She has silenced the Bulldog bats. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth inning here. And this is going to bring up Kelsey Kressler. I'd like to welcome in Peter Norman, Lim Volpe, Porsche Daniels, and John Natick all watching here. Strike one. And I tell you what, Skylar Wagner has gotten stronger as the game has progressed here tonight. High for a ball. Coming up, Jace Jackson, Skylar Wagner, and Haley Mix for Viera scheduled to hit. That ball is into right field, but what a catch! What an outstanding grab by Jaden Gentile. And Jaden Gentile ends the inning. That's the defensive play of the night there. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Hawks down to their final 3 outs. 5-0 Bulldogs on top. Outstanding play by Jaden Gentile to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Maybe that's the defensive spark that will propel the Viera offense. Jace Jackson set to lead it off, the junior here. Jazzy Frantic looking to close it out on a 10 strikeout, 3 hit effort tonight. against what was the number 34 ranked team in the country coming in. This is a district battle. This is a rivalry game. Melbourne and Viera, it always is. And you better believe Melbourne will take bragging rights. Couple of things at stake here if Francis can get out of the inning. First thing is that the Hawks have a 5-game winning streak against Melbourne, so the Bulldogs will snap a 5-game losing streak to Viera. The last time the Bulldogs toppled the Hawks, April 27th, 2017. That'll be low, or actually he says no, that's a strike. And Viera's won 7 out of 8 and the last 5 against Melbourne. Frantic with an opportunity to end it all here tonight. First base coach. There's a chopper to English, and that one, unfortunately, took that second hop. I don't know if you could see it there. But that one got out there, skidded out there past English into right field. We're going to call that a hit. Yep. Got to be quicker, bud. No excuses. Stepping in, Skylar Wagner with it. So Jace Jackson on first. Wagner looks at strike one at the knees on the outside corner. So Jackson with a leadoff single. That's actually all 3 Viera hits tonight have come from the leadoff person in the inning. That ball is lined foul. Strike 2 to Skylar Wagner. You can't worry about the runner at first. You have to play it like, Viera needs to load the bases and all. I mean, they need base runners. So if you're Jazzy Franchi, you just settle down and go get the batter in front of you. The freshman battery combination of Frantic and Thompson. Frantic fires, and that's hit into right field. And the Viera Hawks have a little rally going here. They've got runners at first and third with nobody out. Jackson at third, Wagner at first, and that'll bring up Hayley Mix. So now the girls come in and talk about it a little bit. .386 team batting average coming in, the Hawks had. I'd like to welcome in Jeff Conway watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. Jeff does an outstanding job he works in our school system over at O'Galley High School. Jeff does an outstanding job. He's in the janitorial services. And I'll tell you what, he's part of that underappreciated group of people that, don't get enough credit for what they've had to do over the last year here through COVID. So, Jeff, thanks for all you do for our kids at the school level. Last inning here, top of the 7th. 5-0 Melbourne on top, but first and third, nobody out. Mix at the dish, and Frantic with that changeup gets strike 1. Mix came into the game with just a 142 batting average. She has struck out 7 times. She's got 2 RBIs. Jace at first. Skylar, there's a shot. Oh, it's bobbled by an uncharacteristic 2-error inning for the Melbourne Bulldogs, and that is the first run of the game for Viera. And now you start to ask yourself, with nobody out here, could it be? Could they come back and tie this thing up? And here comes Jeff Shepard out. So 5-1.
Also, bring some money because we're gonna one of our door prizes next day is gonna be
So nobody out here, Caleb.
photography worth $300. So please.
In the top of the 7th inning here, 5-1. And if you think about it like this, and that's what Coach Shepard's telling them, listen, relax, relax, relax. You look at this roster, they got 2 seniors, 5 freshmen on this roster. Actually, check that, 7 freshmen on this roster. They got 7 freshmen on the roster. She's settling down. Viera's not exactly stacked with seniors either. You go down their roster, Morgan Mortis is a senior, and that's it. That's the only senior listed on the roster. So these are 2 young powerhouse teams that are going to be doing battle here. You all right?
Yep.
That ball is fouled out of play, and Francis gets strike 1 to Maddie Ford, the catcher. First and second, 1 run in. That run scored by Jace Jackson, who led off the inning with a nice single, swing and a miss, or swing and a foul ball, I should say. 0-2. And Francis, if you're the batter, you know what's coming here. This has got to be the changeup. If she throws a fastball here and I'm at the dish, then she's got me on strike 3. But if she throws a changeup, I'm sitting on it right here. And she does. And that's a little foul shot. Ball's thrown into right field. That will advance the runner. So the runner will advance. And that is going to be Allie Turner's first error of the year. That's a throwing error because it advances a runner. Is that correct, Carl? Is that considered an error because it advances a runner? Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's now first and third, but 1 out. Nice soft liner hauled in there by Allie Turner. Francis throws, swing and a miss, and she did come with the changeup, coincidentally. And at the plate right now is number 9, Amaya Pitt. I'd like to welcome in Nicole Poudrier, former Melbourne alum watching. Played volleyball here. Francis, 0-1. Francis working on 10 strikeouts tonight. Scheduled to hit next would be the leadoff hitter, Hayley Ryder. So to be back to the top of the lineup. One out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, you played softball too, my bad. You would think somebody standing here would have told me that. Francis looking for her 11th strikeout of the night. And Pitt says, not on that pitch, you're not going to get it. Amaya Pitt, Jazzy Francis Pitt looking to get aboard, drive in a run if she can. The tying run is on deck. Francis winds, fires, and Pitt gets a piece of that changeup. Count remains 1-2. Has it hit 10 yet?
Nope.
Okay. Top 7, 5-1 Bulldogs on top. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Caleb Brown with you here tonight on the Brevard Sports Network. 2 of the top teams in softball in Brevard County. Francis, swing and a miss by Pitt for 2 outs. The 11th strikeout of the night. And Hayley Ryder is the final hope of the night for the Viera Hawks. Oh, Oh, it's Jaden Gentile. I apologize. Jaden Gentile is up. Jaden Gentile. Gentile with an outstanding defensive play to end the bottom of the 6th inning will step in now to try to keep the Hawks alive. She got a hit the last time, or got on base the last time up. Frantic. That ball is hit deep into left field. Hayley Turner is there to catch it and haul it in for the 3rd and final out of the inning, and that's the game. The Melbourne Bulldogs hand the Viera Hawks their first loss of the season with a 5-1 victory. The winning pitcher tonight, Jazzy Frantic. The losing pitcher, Skylar Wagoner. Once again, your final score, Melbourne 5, Viera 1. We'll see you tomorrow night from Viera High School for a doubleheader in girls and boys lacrosse. Have a great night, everybody.